We are on the precipice of the next great wireless network revolution. Faster speeds, minimal latency, and a higher capacity to support AI, virtual and augmented reality, and other innovations have millions of consumers waiting with high hopes and bated breath. But with the promise and limitless possibility of a 5G network, wireless companies will have their work cut out for them in order to implement these revolutionary upgrades on a fully national scale.
The IP world is becoming the common denominator of everything. For the internet, for all the applications that are coming onto that scenario, we have process control networks, we have building automation systems, we have smart homes, we have voice over IP applications, we have medical technologies, all of these things. We have exploration, IoT. It was my intention to be on site for the filming of this. Unfortunately, life throws changes and curveballs at you. This is a prime example of why data communication is so pervasive in the world and so high in demand.
Everything has technology in it. Then there's AI, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, augmented reality, and the fact that virtually everything we're doing is streaming. It's all on the internet. There's over 800 zettabytes of data flying around at any given time.
The future of low voltage and communications that everybody knows, we've seen all the commercials with cloud computing, edge technology, etc. We have so much software being developed right now to bring that edge computing. And what we're doing here is to provide the micro data centers and the MDCs the infrastructure for the software for cloud computing and edge technology, because the infrastructure does not exist now.
What has to happen is the same thing that happened with businesses years ago. First, we had a desktop computer. Then we had more people with computers. Then we had to have a server room. So we brought all the data into storage and into accessibility from the server room so everybody could grab it. But only one person at a time could use it in those days. So we brought desktops back into play. Then we went to the cloud. So everything was accessible from anywhere in the world, except for one thing. Again, there's so much data going on and so much streaming going on right now. We have to bring things back to where it's being used, just like that desktop in the office space. Otherwise, all these things are going to still have latency and won't work as efficiently as they're designed to.
Our demands on technology. We want fast response times. We want these things. Our manufacturers are telling us, we have 5G phones. Well, that's wonderful, but you don't have an infrastructure to run a 5G network. We are going to have to improve our infrastructure throughout the world, especially within the United States, whether it be data centers, whether it be applications as in the infrastructures that actually support them. All of these things have to be upgraded to support where the technology is taking us.
Prime started manufacturing extension cords here in LA, and we were very big in the industrial and commercial marketplace. We expanded into retail products, basic household extension cords, surge protectors, timers, remote controls. We were then merged with the company YFC-BonEagle that specialized in data communications cable. They supply patch cables, patch panels, the category cables, Cat5, Cat6, Cat7, that are used in data communication networking. They are supplying everything that goes into the data center, and we were supplying everything afterwards with what plugs into the wall that's getting the information from the data center. So it became a perfect marriage, and the next logical step, as we saw this 5G evolution, was to get involved in the data centers themselves.
Prime Modular Data Centers provides the solution to remotely access your modular data centers to do any maintenance or anything critical that you need information on a real-time basis, so you can deploy it 24/7 for your data center network efficiency.
We have models that are for indoor and outdoor use. For example, if you are running a factory or you are running a business and you do not have space inside your building and you need more data now, you can drop one of these data centers right there by your building. Connect to your power source, connect your water source, and connect to your main data center and pick up where you left off, able to expand rapidly.
Where are these units that you can walk in and take a stroll inside? They're for larger applications, but any of the units that Prime makes are game changers because they are a plug-and-play scenario. They can get these things put together. You can get your PoE switches done in them. You can get all the configurations taken care of. The carbon footprint, your green. the ability to adjust the power loads, the ability to be peak efficient in regards to the AC units. All of these things truly are cost saving. There's really no negatives about it. Portability of the units is beyond compare.
As a consulting company, we recommend that these companies and service providers that provide services and disaster recoveries for communities like FEMA, fire, floods, etc., that we recommend that these agencies stock some of Prime's modular data center solutions for immediate deployment, especially if they do not have them to support their area and critical needs.
I am so excited for what 5G is going to bring to the world. There are the everyday advances, no latency when you're streaming. That's number one, that's simple. Number two are the things behind the scenes that we just take for granted. When we do a search online, how fast that comes up, just think how much faster it will be. You look at the advances in medical technology that people in New York City at a great hospital there could be conducting a surgery online in Kansas and saving lives in real time. There are so many great things that are going to come from 5G, and I'm really excited about Prime's role in bringing that to fruition.
To learn more about Prime's pre-built modular data centers or to explore their full suite of products, visit primewirecable.com.